Hey guys, today for World Read Aloud Day, I'm going to read to you guys from Follow Me by K.R. Alexander. Layla goes home shortly after dinner. Max and I wave to her from the front steps as her parents drive off. My new house is up on a hill overlooking the rest of the town, which glitters in the early evening light below. Woods stretch up and around us on all sides, making the house feel like it's completely isolated, like we're a castle in the clouds. Except I have an eerie suspicion that my new castle is haunted, and that Max is hiding more than he's letting on. He didn't say anything about the ghost story after dinner, even when we were all playing board games together as we waited for Layla's parents to show. To be fair, Layla didn't say anything else either, but Max seemed so desperately trying to pretend we'd never even brought up the subject. We stand there, neither of us wanting to go inside, even though it's chilly, waiting for his parents to come get him. Owls hoot far away in the woods behind us, and the lights cast from my house's window scatter across the massive front lawn. Dancing like phantoms in the grass, it's easy to imagine this place is a graveyard. It's easy to wonder what they did with all the graves. I focus instead on the lights down there, on all the houses filled with people. People who most definitely aren't worried about haunted houses or mysterious floating girls. "Is that yours?" I ask, pointing to a smear of flickering lights. Matt chuckles. "No," he says, "mine's that one, over there, by the other blinking light." "Oh, right," I say. "That's what I thought." I pause. "How long have you lived here?" "My whole life," he says. "My entire family grew up here. Same with Layla's." Makes me think of the way everyone at school looked at me, the suspicion, and maybe even the fear. I take it there aren't many newcomers?" He looks over at me. "Honestly, I think you guys are the first family to move here since I was born." "Wow," I say. No wonder they knew who I was immediately. A new question wiggles its way into my mind, even though I don't want to ask it. For some reason, I ask it anyway. "Is that why she wanted to be friends with me? Because I live in a haunted house?" Max doesn't answer right away. "Maybe at first," he says slowly. He looks at me then away. "But that was before she knew you. When we found out that someone was moving into the house on the hill, it was all anyone could talk about. Naturally, she wanted to know who you were, but that's not why we're friends." He reaches over and pats my shoulder. "You're cool. We like hanging out with you. That's why we're here. Not because Layla seems to think the place is haunted." I turn to Max. Usually from the... "Do you?" "No. Maybe it's my imagination, but I think he's lying." "Are you scared of this place?" I ask. He doesn't answer at first. "No," he finally says. "It's a scary story, but I don't think it's real. Just something some bored kids thought up to try to make this place interesting. This time, it's most definitely not my imagination. Max is lying. But whether he's lying about not being scared or not thinking it's real, I can't really tell." "Cool," I say. Do you want to stay over tomorrow?" "Tomorrow's Saturday, and save for homework and unpacking, I'm not going to be doing anything else. It's our second weekend in the house, and I really don't want to be spending it on my own. I tell myself it's because if he's here, I won't have to keep unpacking. The truth is, I don't want to be alone here." "I don't know," he says. "I have to ask my mom." Right. Silence presses down upon us, broken only by the hooting owls and the wind rustling in the trees. "You've lived here your whole life," I point out. "Does that mean... has anyone else ever lived here? Like, since the original family?" The house didn't seem completely run down when we moved in, though it was definitely a fixer-upper. A lot of walls had cracks and needed to be plastered and repainted. There were a few chunks missing in the upstairs ceiling. Vines clambered all over the exterior, but it's not as if we moved into broken windows and rats' nests. Again, he hesitates. A few," he finally says. No one," he swallows, "no one stays here very long." "What do you mean?" I ask. Once more, I imagine the distant ghost girl. She'd be more than enough to scare anyone off. I don't like talking about it." He doesn't sound offensive. He honestly sounds scared. "I don't really want to hear about it either," I admit. "But I mean, it is my house. I feel I should know what's happened here." "Well, it's just stories, you know. But apparently it's usually big families who move here." Find out if the house is really haunted or what's going on. Check out Follow Me from the library today. See you guys.